You are watching I Guess It's Just Me, presented by LDK Entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to I Guess It's Just Me. My name is Liam David Kilker, and welcome to the episode. We have a lot to talk about: the outcome of Brown versus Kilker, seeing Messi live, Disneyland hot takes, and of course a full rewatch of the fight with Jackson Tasker. But that's later in the episode. Let's talk about it, all right? Let's talk about the outcome. Your boy came out victorious. That's right. I told you it was going to happen. But I'm going to talk less as a fighter and more as a producer right here. I am so happy and so proud with the outcome of this fight. Not just the winning. Even if I didn't win, I'd still be proud of it. Maybe a little less proud, but still proud of it. The producing that I had to go through, the House of Champions letting me use their space. You guys are so amazing. Like, I can't describe how great it feels to be a dreamer and people believing in your dreams. That is the greatest feeling in the world. And I thank them so much for everything that they gave me. I want to thank Wyatt Brown for trusting me as a promoter, also as a fighter. You know, the outcome was me winning, you know. But at the end of the day, a W is not as great as the person that was in front of you. So, like, I had to beat somebody great to be somebody great. And that was a hard fight. And I'll talk more about it later in the breakdown. But thank you so much, everybody who tuned in. Thank you to my mama who tuned in. Thank you to everybody that promoted it as well. You know, who posted about it, who bet on it on their own personal accord. Trust me, I did not set up any betting on Kalshi or nothing. But thank you for everybody who was entertained. You know, because that's all I wanted to do was entertain the people. Whether you wanted to see me win, whether you wanted to see me lose, whether you just wanted to see somebody land their ass on that canvas, like, you got what you got, you know, and it was free. It was free. So if you didn't like it, you don't got to get no refund. But it was an amazing fight, and we'll rewatch the fight later in the episode. But let's talk about my second time watching Messi. But this felt like the first time, because the last time I really didn't get to watch it. I couldn't really see anything. But this time I got to sit down. I was 5 rows away, and it wasn't the outcome that I wanted. You know, we did lose to LAFC, which I got my personal beef with, you know, because they beat the Philadelphia Union in the MLS Cup. But it was great. It was absolutely insane. Being in the historic LA Coliseum was incredible. Everybody, the energy, the loudness, and I brought some Philly to LA. I started booing the fans and the crowd, which then in turn made them boo me. So I felt great as a Philadelphia fan, bringing that Philadelphia fire to the LA Coliseum, which was incredible. I love LA, man. Like, it has been a beautiful experience. Even the bad days have been kind of fire. Everybody's been super nice. Everybody's been super accepting, super chill. And I can't wait to see what else LA has in store, you know. But crazy thing that I also did here in LA, I went to Disneyland. And I got some hot takes for y'all. Disneyland is better than Disney World. I said it. Everything. On everything. The castle is better. I know, right? First crazy thing to start off with. The castle is better. It has more heart. You can truly feel the energy of Walt Disney in that place. Like, it's not just like happy, hello, da-da-da-da, which is very much what Disney World is, on my opinion, you know? But Disneyland had heart. Like, you could tell that Walt Disney walked down these streets. Main Street felt lived in. The castle, just, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And it wasn't huge. And it wasn't performative. Like, it was gorgeous. I just loved it. I loved every part of it. And, you know, I was really big about Disneyland when I was little. I used to look up a lot. I used to read books on it. I never got to go. So it was really cool being there for the first time and getting to see everything. Their Paint the Night Parade was gorgeous. You know, the character experiences were awesome. Avengers Campus, what? That was nuts. You know, seeing Iron Man, seeing Black Panther, seeing Ant-Man, seeing Captain Marvel. Like, that's so cool to me. You know, just seeing these characters that were, like, sucked right out of the MCU. So it was really, really dope, and I enjoyed it. I loved it. All right. Are y'all ready? I'm ready. Here's the full breakdown of Brown versus Kilker featuring Jackson Tasker.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have here today Jackson Tasker watching the fight with us. As you saw in the beginning of the episode, I said he'd be joining us. Jackson, how you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm ready to see this. This is my second watch of this, and I'm really excited to get a second look on it.
I know I haven't had a chance to actually watch it from a viewer's perspective. I watched it as a producer. I've watched it as an editor, but I've yet to watch it the person that boxed in the fight. So
really take it in and accept it.
We about to do a breakdown. Here we go. Starting now. Logo going, guys. Wow. All right. So from the start of this whole event, I asked my friend, I asked Jackson, and he asked his friend Nate to commentate this event. Tell me, what was the go-to plan before the event started?
Honestly, me and my friend Nate, we didn't have a plan. We had a few notes, whatever, but we kind of just went into this not knowing what or how this was gonna go.
Yeah.
And I think that turned out great, man. We were really surprised by the production and the quality of this. We thought it was awesome. We thought it was a real professional boxing match that you would see on the TV. We couldn't see a difference, and we were really excited by it. And we kind of just had to control our emotions and put all that to the side and just focus on our job. And that was to be decent commentators for everyone listening.
There he is. There they are. There they are. I think my thing with this whole entire fight was just if you don't know this, guys, but me and Jackson have been planning events and planning boxing matches and planning these. We had FFK, we had Future Fighting Kids, we had Future Wrestling Kids, we had True Royalty Boxing. Gosh, we were just promoting before we knew what promoting was, And I knew if I was going to do it, we
got pretty good at it.
No, we mastered it. We mastered it for sure. And I think once, I knew I was going to be doing this event and I knew I was going to do this, I need to have my cousin on board, man, because he started this. He started this.
I was excited. It was fun. I was excited to do it.
So what was your thought while watching this, watching him load up? I mean, first of all, respect to Wyatt. Mad respect to Mr. Wyatt Brown. He did a lot that not many wanted to. So he got in the ring, man. What did you think?
I mean, I've obviously seen you fight. You've tried to fight me a ton of times.
Yes.
So I'm kind of used to your boxing technique and your boxing style.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen you in a real ring in a fight like this, but I was pretty familiar with you. But Wyatt, on the other hand, I had no idea what he was going to be like.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell. I didn't know. I couldn't give a prediction if he was going to win, if you were going to win. I had no clue. So, I say, seeing him do this and warm up, I thought of it maybe it could be an underdog story. You have the size advantage on him, but never know. I had high hopes for him. I kind of wanted him to give you a little beat.
Give me a little beatdown? Give me a little beatdown? I think when I was right here in this moment, I talk about, I haven't talked about this publicly yet, but I didn't start thinking like a boxer until seconds before the round started.
You were producing. You were the one directing everything.
This whole time, I'm thinking all right, does this shot look good? Even in this shot right here, I'm does this look good? Does this feel good? Got to show the prime, studded prime, And I just kept on thinking in my mind, all right, make sure you get the arms out. Make sure you show, who you are. And then it was right here.
Yeah.
I stepped in the ring. My demeanor kind of changes. I stopped smiling. And I was all right, we're doing this. And I danced around the ring a little bit, kind of showed a little bit how much I can carry. I looked over at Wyatt. I was all right, what is he doing? And I kept on looking at him, sizing him up a little bit. Just seeing...
get a little bit of confidence.
See how tall he actually is. And I saw him punch the turnbuckle, and I was that's weird. I was I will never be that low. That's a low blow right there.
That's hilarious, yeah. It's pretty cool how, you have to go from producer, and directing everything.
Oh, I dropped my head guard. My head guard fell out of the ring. Got him pretty quickly.
I didn't even notice that.
Dude, 6 rounds. Six rounds, 1 minute and 30 seconds. That's a long time. I did not think that was going to be that long, but that is longer than I thought it was going to be. We had a clock.
Believe it or you're not, looking at it like that, you don't think it's a lot of, really
You don't.
like a lot of time.
You don't think it's a lot of
Until
time.
you're actually in the ring fighting.
Yeah. And we had this moment here. We looked at each other. I said, bring it. He said, I will. I'm like, okay. All right. And there we go. Round 1. Coming out strong.
How were the nerves?
Oh, I was nervous as all hell. Oh,
Yeah.
I think that was the one thing that kept me from I noticed right off the bat I'm quicker than this dude. I noticed right off the bat that I'm of course larger, right? I had a little longer reach, but he got to my head a lot quicker than I thought he was going to. I think I was too low. I was fighting so low. Like if you see my back's kind of like this, because I'm fighting at his level. I should have stayed up. Like I should have stayed, but every time I would close that distance, I'd duck a little bit, just try not to keep my chin open. But I think my nerves weren't from him per se. I think my nerves were from myself. I don't know how to explain
I'm
that.
sure during your training you had kind of a fight and vision in your head of how it would go. And
I knew the whole entire time I'd be in control. I knew if I wanted to lay
your
off.
strategy, your fighting technique,
Yeah.
was there ever a point where you were worried you're gonna lose that and lose control at some point?
I think I'd keep it. Bam, good shot. I think I was nervous. Not that I was going to lose control, but that I was going to lose the goal, which the goal was, and fun fact to everybody, the goal was to knock him out. I would say it, and I said it to him. I think he doesn't know what he's walking into. And the goal was to drop him, and even if I didn't knock him out, make it very clear who won.
Yeah.
Make it very clear who won. And I think I did that in the first round. I came out swinging. He showed me that he was faster. See, jab, and then right here, jab with a beautiful right hook. Catches him clean.
That's a nice connect right there.
Catches him clean. I'm stretching. Everybody thought I was tired. I was stretching. I did not stretch before this. I was setting up cameras. I was setting up the clock that's over on that corner.
Exactly. I'm sure you were still kind of worried about how the camera was going to look, even when you're fighting.
I was so worried that one of these cameras died. I was it's over. It's literally over.
You have no footage from that at all?
None. And I'm dancing around the ring, being an ass. And right there, he would do this thing where he'd catch my hand, and I got him right there in the body shot. But he would catch my hand, or he'd follow where my hand was going. He wasn't really trying to punch me back. He was kind of just high-fiving me a little bit, which was pissing me off, because then it automatically, he'd come over with the overhand like you saw right there, and I shook my head, stumbled him. That again, it's that hook, and I catch him with that hook. That's what dropped him initially, was that hook. So watch out for that hook.
It's a good fight. I'm happy that you guys weren't
hugging.
The normal YouTube boxing match.
I didn't clinch.
A lot of my friends said that, and me and Nate said that afterwards, that it was a way different outcome or fight in general than we thought it would be.
My mom, funny enough, watched the fight, and she was like, it was entertaining the whole time. And that was the point. I didn't want people to watch this fight and be like, man, they're not throwing any punches, they're hugging each other. I clinched twice in this fight. That's my first time. But then I punched him out of it because he wouldn't let go. That's what people don't know. He wouldn't let go of my back in the camera angle, so I had to push him off of me.
Mm-hmm. Was your mom able to watch? Was she nervous watching it, do you think?
I think so. Because I remember she said to me, she was like, I'll watch the entrances, but then I won't watch the fight. And I was like, okay, that's fine. You're here to see the entertainment portion of it.
That's funny.
And then she texted me after, which actually made me cry a little bit. I watched the whole fight. It was incredible. You did great.
That's good.
And that was that's all I needed. That's all I needed. Ooh, good overhand. And then right there, I acknowledge it. I'm like, all right, we're boxing.
Yeah.
We're boxing. But then I gave it back.
You guys were exchanging really well. Whenever you would get a good punch on him, he would just fire right back.
Yeah. Clean. 1-2. Caught me right there. But then I went back to my follow up, and I dapped him up at the end there because I was like, all right, we're boxing. I'm looking at him. One thing I noticed, he was not looking at me in between the rounds. His back was turned. I knew I was going to win. I knew, because he just wasn't looking at me.
Yeah.
Even in times where I thought he was looking at me, nah, bro, he was looking next to me. And I was like, who are you looking at?
That's weird.
Shout out Jamie Stanley in the background. Freaking that dude Jamie Stanley working out. So funny.
Awesome.
The third round, I will say, I was like, this is where I noticed that he was a little faster. He had a lot of heart, which I appreciated. It means he cared. And so like keeping him at a distance, he's still high-fiving me, which then he started pushing my hand down and catching me above, which is a genius move. I did the peekaboo stance. That was the only time I did it because I was like, that's stupid. Called each other, and then we did this again. Called each other again. Like we were a good match for this fight.
Exactly. You guys were, good punch for me.
Yeah, and catches me again. But the one thing he didn't do is he didn't follow up. Like if he saw that my head was turned, I would have tried to,
Looking at your fight, like you're fighting now.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel like looking, like, are you a little disappointed, or do you wish you like threw some better shots here and there? Like what
I wish I stayed more on my technique. I did not stay much on my technique, even though my technique is better. I know I can do better than what I'm watching right now. Like my hands being down, like I did not train like that the whole fight. Like my hands were up. My hands.
We saw the footage for the first time and was like,
I was like, dude,
this is not what I thought I looked like.
No, not even a little bit, and not even that I looked bad. I just looked like not the way I trained. Like if you watch my videos, my hands are up, bow, bow, bow. Like I'm showing more combinations. Here I'm more of a counter puncher in this fight. So like when he would throw one, I'd throw one, but we're both counter punchers. So I throw one, he throw one, I throw one, he threw one, which I think made a better fight.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think it was definitely entertaining to watch. Now, how do you think your technique will really change from this fight to your next fight? Like, do you think
my next fight, I think I'll be more like I hate to say it, but like more like an Anthony Joshua, picking my shots. I'm not gonna throw as much as I used to. I'm gonna pick my shots, and if I see that he's a little too close within my bubble, I'm clocking him. Which I caught him in the fourth round. Everybody likes to say I lost, which I think I did. I think this fourth round, but I was in control the whole time. Like I knew that like, okay, I'm going to relax, conserve my energy for this fourth round. So the last two rounds, I can just do whatever I want instead of wasting everything in the fourth round and realizing I had 2 more rounds left. Like that's an awful feeling. And I listen to a lot of boxers and influencer boxers who have never fought before, like Jake Paul, Logan Paul. Like Logan, he did the same thing in his fight. He let it all out in that fourth round. Those last rounds, he was gassed. And that's what gave KSI the win. Like the win.
Yeah.
So
talking about Anthony Joshua, something that I noticed that I didn't say, of course, because I was commentating, is that Wyatt stayed in the middle of the ring for the first round the whole time.
Yeah,
and
he was
kind of like Anthony Joshua was like, Anthony has the size. Wyatt didn't really have the size advantage over you, but he was like choosing his punches, being very like
he was technical
on what he wanted to do.
He was technical, and he caught me. But one thing I will say is when he hit me with his hardest punch, and you guys can watch this, he hit me with his hardest punch. I smiled and I shake my head. When I hit him with my hardest punches, I stumbled him. I dropped him. Like we're nowhere near the same level of just power.
And I think you knew that.
Because look, every time that I'd hit him with a hard punch, he'd back up.
Did that say Prime Replay? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. Thank you to the unofficial sponsor of the fight, Prime.
Wait, was that like that when I...
Yeah, that was like that when you watched it. Yeah.
Didn't even notice that. Like, little thing like that.
Yeah. Like there's some things I watch about this fight where I'm like, I forgot that I added that. Or like I forgot that it looked like that for that moment. And then
I didn't want to try and focus on like the little things around it. Like, I don't know. I wanted to really focus on the fight and not miss anything about the fight.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was really nerve-wracking for me to be a commentator.
I know, dude. Was there any moment that you thought, because I heard you in the thing, I think it was this round or the round before it. You were like, oh my God, Wyatt Brown. Like, was there a feeling in you that thought like, he's losing? Liam's losing.
You?
Yeah. Did you think I was going to get dropped?
Yeah. It's just like, it seemed like you were just throwing stuff, and like whenever you guys would throw good punches, it would just be exchanged.
It'd just be
Wyatt,
right back at you.
I think it was this round, yeah. You just like, I don't know. I got nervous.
I think...
I can't be biased because like I can't be, but I don't know. I got a little nervous for you.
Hey, I think that body shot sucked. I shouldn't have ran from him, but right there I caught him with the right hand. I just needed to follow through with it. Like I was punching backwards, and that's hard to do. Like that's very hard to do, punching backwards, because you want your forward momentum, so you're not getting the most out of a fighter. Boom, clipped him. His head ducked a little too low. Then this right here, I noticed that every time he would throw a punch and he'd slip it, and his body would move to a certain side. See, look like that. And he'd walk right into me. He wouldn't slip it and back up. He would slip it and walk right into me. So I was like, oh, clipped him. Boom. Noticed he was a little hurt, a little rattled. Now we're just throwing. And I gave him back everything that he gave me in this round. Like, and then 6th round, I don't know if you heard it, but the music I'm playing is Rocky. Like, I made sure that 6th round felt like this 6th round. And I'm just staring at him. And I'm like,
that's good punch right there.
I found your code. And like, even again, he hit me with this hardest punch, and it does nothing to me. So I think
exactly. I feel like it looked like, at least from my perspective or the viewer's perspective, that like Wyatt was connecting and making a lot of good punches, but really when you're in the ring or when you're actually fighting, like those little punches that you get in there can affect him more than it looks like.
There was a moment right here where he goes like this. You asked for it. I fist pump him. We're walking around again, round 1 energy, like Nate said, because I really wanted to feel refreshed. And I spent that 1.5 round not really doing anything, not really throwing huge punches, so I was leaving him open, and he was biting, dude. He was biting at everything. And I was like, oh, he's tired. And this right here, this is where that momentum shift kind of changes. Remember you were like, oh, he was standing in the middle of the ring kind of pulling his punches. Nah, this time I'm coming right for him.
Yeah.
Like I made sure we shared that middle of the ring. And the quicker I was, the more I knew he'd fail. And I made sure I didn't want to get caught with anything, so I clinched him and I grabbed the back of his head and I was like, I let him go. And right there, he stumbles. Then he goes to throw a punch, duck. He goes to do it again. He ducks.
Haymakers, and you knocked him. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's good.
Right now, I'm leaning against the rope, catching my breath, making sure the cameras aren't dead. Looking at him again, I ask him if he's all right. He goes, yeah, okay. I walk towards him.
I think me announcing this, like, I'm very hyped up because knowing that something else was about to happen really soon. Like
you were losing your mind. You knew, and boom, boom,
boom, boom,
clean. 1, 2. I wish
Devils met his match.
I'm telling you right now, if there was another round, it would have been over. It would have been a knockout. This was, I watched this fight back and I go, I wish I would have knocked him out, but I think I did what I had to do.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God. You could definitely tell in me and Nate's reaction that we were really not shocked, but we knew something was going to happen, and we're happy it did. And of course, in the 6th round, it's pure cinema.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. It was a really fun fight to announce, and
it was fun. It was fun to do. I will say, it was fun to do, and I'm excited for the next one. Whether it's me versus Wyatt or there's a guy out there that's chirping that I've sent a couple agreements to, and he's a rock climber.
Really?
So, yeah, he's jacked. He's got muscles. He's my height. Kind of looks like Jesus. So,
wow.
Yeah, man. And then right there, I dapped him up. I said, you're a hell of a fighter. You're hard to fight. Can't wait to do it again. I think, and he's celebrating. Wait, this is interesting.
Great production.
Right here, I called out Jack Doherty. I see you, Jack.
Yeah, I heard that.
I see you, Jack.
I see you, Jack.
And then
watching that, I thought you said me at first. I thought you said Jackson. I'm like,
that would have been crazy. One day, I'll get you. And then this right here, One of Walton, was the other fighter that I met, Jake Paul's protege. And then just a terrific team that I had, House of Champions, LDK Entertainment, Khalil McMillan, Jackson Tasker, Nate's
I gotta say, Nate, I gotta give a shout out to my boy Nate.
Bro, incredible.
I asked him to do this with me, and he was so happy to do it. He was so excited.
But best of luck to you, brother, in your next endeavors. That's right. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank
I
you.
guess it's just me. It's been your boy Liam David Kilker. Thank you to Jackson Tasker. We'll see you in another video.